Hello everyone, I welcome you all today for Sinndya's Weekly Insight. So, today we are going to talk about The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, written by Robin Sharma in this Sinndya's Weekly Insight. So, I hope so many people already read the book, but still the people who not read the book, I'm going to tell you a few things about this book so that you will start read that book. Okay, so what is there in The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari? Before that, I would like to tell you that this is one of my favorite books. I like this book so much. It gives you lot of things, lot of wisdom. I got lot of wisdom from this book, so that is the reason I am suggesting you to read this book. If you don't have time to read this book, at least listen audio of this book. It is available in a lot of apps and YouTubes, so please do listen or read this book because it will help you to become a wise person. So this book starts from the court scene. The hero of the book is Mr. Julian Mantle. He is a famous lawyer. He is a millionaire. He actually had a Ferrari car, but one day, due to his successful law profession but unsuccessful personal life, one day he fainted, he collapsed in the courtroom. He had a severe heart attack. After that, he vanished. He became a monk. He sold his Ferrari car and all the things, and he came to India, Himalayas. He became a monk. He wanted to meet the sages of Sivana. He found those persons. Mr. Yogi Raman became a guru of that Julian Mantle. So this is how the story starts. The story narrated very beautifully. Actually, it was a fable. Very beautifully he written how Julian Mantle came all the way from Italy to India, and he reached Himalayas, and how he met the sages of Sivana. But before Mr. Yogi Raman, before he taught all the virtues of the life to Julian Mantle, he asked only one promise to Julian Mantle. The thing is, he need to teach everything after he learned from Yogi Raman. He accepted the promise, so he learned all these things. He returned back to his place and he was teaching all these things. That is the small introduction about the book. And one more thing, Mr. John, who is a junior lawyer for this Julian Mantle. So one day he went to that John, and he explained what he has learned in India, and he is explaining how he became so wise. That is the thing. So if we see, Robin Sharma is explaining 7 virtues of life. So before that, he is narrating a small story to remember the 7 virtues of life. So I'm going to tell you a small story what Robin Sharma written in that book. There was a beautiful, magnificent garden. In that garden, there is a 6-story big lighthouse. Suddenly, from the lighthouse, there was a sumo wrestler. He was like 7 feet tall and 200 pounds weight. That sumo wrestler who came from the door of the lighthouse, he didn't wear any dresses. Rather, he wore only pink wire cable. So, he saw one stopwatch from the garden. He was taking that watch and he was looking on that. Suddenly, he fainted, he collapsed and fell down on the garden. After some time, a gentle breeze came. Then he woke up and saw that gentle rose that smell. Then he was looking here and there. Then his left side, he saw a pot of diamonds. So this is a small story. You need to remember this 7 things. These 7 things he connected to 7 virtues of life. So number 1 is your garden. Garden is your mind. You need to master your mind. That is the number 1 thing. So how to master your mind? You need to, we cannot put any other dust in the garden so that it will become ugly. Same way, we cannot think anything negatively. We cannot put lot of things in your mind. It will become negative. So you should have pure thoughts, so that like garden, our mind will become very pure. Number 2, lighthouse. Lighthouse always gives lights and the way. Like that, we all should have a purpose of life. You should know your purpose of life. How we follow the lighthouse light, we need to follow our purpose of life. The third virtue is practice Kaizen. The story, it is a sumo wrestler. How the sumo wrestler and this Kaizen is connected? Sumo wrestler basically from Japan, and this Kaizen word from the Japanese people. Kaizen means continuous improvement, consistency. Whatever you do, you have to do that in consistent way. Even though the sumo wrestler had overweight body, he was a wrestler. So that consistent practice made him to do the wrestling. Same way, in your life, you have to set goals and you have to practice consistently to achieve your goals in a continuous improvement way. So the fourth virtue is pink wire cable, which is connected with our self-discipline. Yes, small weaker cables connected together and became a very healthier cable. Same way, if you practice your discipline in small things, end of the day, our life becomes so disciplined. For this, you can sit in silence and you can do positive affirmations. The fifth virtue is your stopwatch, which is directly connected with your timing. You have to respect your time. Whatever we have lost, we can get back. But the time what we have lost, we cannot get back any time. So, respect your time. The sixth virtue is roses. Roses is connected with our selfless service. Fragrance sticks to the hand that give roses. Yes, whatever we give to others, definitely that benefits will come to us. So please do some services to others. If you do not have money, you can do services like speaking kind words to others or other small help. The seventh virtue is about the path of diamond, which is connected to embrace the present. Yes, we have to live in the present. Please do not always think about your past, and please do not always think about future, because we lost ourselves if you always think about past and future. So please try to live in the present. We all know while doing meditation, we need to watch our breath. The reason is breathing is happening in the present. So we are watching the breath. We have to live in the present. Then only you will realize yourself at the present. How the children, how the kids are behaving, they always live in the present. They enjoying their life. So don't be a victim of your past and don't always think about future, and please live in the present. So this is the 7 virtues Robin Sharma was talking in the Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and he's always telling all the techniques in the each virtues to become a wise in that particular area. So I'm suggesting you to read this book or listen this book to become a wise person in your life. So I hope today I give you a good insight about The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like and share to see the next week Sinndya's Weekly Insight. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.